see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They go to the ground. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt.
Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Hall to go up top. Got his man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Dropping back, it's Roach. Makes the grab down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force the negative play.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. Got room to work. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Paul will throw it. Fires left. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
it back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the senior.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking the shot. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad.
Throw it over the top of the knee. Snags it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops certainly puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Under fire. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Slithers into space. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Looking for a deep man. He's got it along the sideline. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
And when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have.
There he goes. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Hall to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play called defensive.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Coming out with it, it's Moran. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Roach. Got a man, it's Moran. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. To highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The guys with the empty backfield on second and short. Might they take a shot here?
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
They almost had it.
How he be getting nervous under pressure.
He threw like 4 interceptions today, and they got a good defense, and he cannot do that.
Defense, I think, in the NFL this year.
You can't do that type of crap.
Huh?
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's high. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Buys a little time with his feet, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Roach. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He now has 85 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Cochran. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hall will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along. Sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Gorilla, 42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, Timber.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this QB, man, how about just, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moran. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. Hall to go up top. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
You don't see many quarterbacks of this guy's caliber miss like that very often. It doesn't happen, and most of the time, it has to do with mechanics and getting those feet really set and really strong when he throws the football.
And back to the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly that time.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Hall will throw it. Looking left. Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built here in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive line, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's high. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Roach. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it down on the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans are on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Roach. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a really nice job on the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4 down mode every single drive. Throwing in completion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And it's right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great
5 minutes, I'm
You're
done.
in a great position to solve this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback may change this route. Paul to go up top. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what
I said, yeah, babe, I'm coming. 4 minutes.
Definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Yeah.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's high. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Roach. Finds his man, it's Turbin. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, plays over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's high. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to die.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just keeps slinging it. He's looking deep. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flight.
Turning it on.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as